everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Dolphins.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Jameis now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Here's Martin, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. It's caught by Jackson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, that was a Deshaun Jackson special, wasn't it? Deep downfield for a big play. But truthfully, if he catches it short, he can turn it into a long gainer, can't he?
He was such a big play receiver last year. 17.9 yards per catch, and that was tied for the league lead.
He's going to open up the offense in a big way in Tampa. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to loft one. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Ajayi. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On the left side, this is Stills. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On 1st down, Tannehill to the right side here, the tight end Thomas. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Tannehill throwing again. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Tandy. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Raiders are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Defense showing blitz. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Following the penalty, Martin. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go now. Who's ready? Easy. Ready. Who's ready?
Now a second down throw for Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Airing this one out for it. And this is caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. The Bucs last year just 8 rushing touchdowns, tied for second fewest in the NFL. They've got it first and goal now. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. So now it's first and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Martin. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. One receiver to the left is Evans. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And some room to work. And a shake and bake by Ajayi. And he's brought down after a good gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 45 yards. Now the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And it's up and good. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now it's Martin. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run. Martin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
And went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Working out of the gun, Winston. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This from 42 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tannehill on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Stills the intended target, and now it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Off play action, Tannehill steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams.
He's got a man complete. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 6 there on first. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On second down, here's Tannehill. Looking sideline, incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So out come the Bucs now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Throw it long, it can be a big play. You throw it short, it can be a big play for Deshaun Jackson. Yards after catch, always a big part of his game.
Talking about speed, only Tyreek Hill was measured with a faster play last year than Deshaun Jackson, who hit 22.6 miles per hour on a touchdown versus the Cardinals in Week 13. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Second down, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
O.J. Howard's career numbers at Alabama are not going to blow you away considering his talent. But the national championship game against Clemson, the one they won, oh, my God, yeah. What a night he had.
That's the game that I remember from his college career. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. The big reason, if not the biggest reason, they won that football game. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They give to Martin, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it with Martin. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the I. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Chris Baker in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll make it third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And it's caught by Parker. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now it's Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the D looking like they may blitz. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And off comes to Martin. And he's got room. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They were stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the pistol, they'll run with Martin. And a short gain down to about the 33. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they run with Sims. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a run with Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. They run again with a J. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Being chased out left. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Here's Tannehill, and that is incomplete here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd and 5. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Winston looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Tannehill, a quick hitter, complete. It's Parker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And Devontae Parker was one of 3 Miami receivers to go over 700 yards last year, along with Jarvis Landry and Kenny Stills. But I do know this, they'd love to have one of them emerge and be that 1,000-yard guy and take the pressure off of everyone else.
And Stills over the middle. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Drops it off to Ajayi. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Ajayi. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Winston now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Deshaun Jackson, 77 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Remember when youngsters used to kind of wait their turn before they got on the field? Vernon Hargreaves has never really done that. Didn't do it at Florida. Definitely didn't do it as a rookie at Tampa. I love his ability to diagnose and react to the football.
And reacted well there to get the pick. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to do is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And the lead is now an even 30. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
This is Ajayi. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through it.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. For the Dolphins, they'll be building up those frequent flyer miles the next month or so. Week 2, they're at the Chargers in the debut of the StubHub Center, then at the Jets. Then they fly to London to face the Saints in Week 4. Finally, then, back to Miami to host the Titans in Week 5.
I feel the jet lag already.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tannehill, they set up the screen to Ajayi. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First out, here's the run with Martin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They run it again with Martin. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They run with Ajayi. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On 2nd down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Justin Evans, the rookie from Texas A&M. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.